Hello beautiful people. Today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable pumpkin pom-poms. They're pretty easy to use and you don't need that many things, so let's get right to it. So first you're going to need a piece of cardboard or some kind of cardstock, something pretty thick that we're going to be wrapping the yarn around. So pick out something that you have around, and then you're going to need 2 circles that you can trace. So I'm going to use the top of a mason jar lid, which is a pretty good size, and whatever size circle you choose for your bigger circle, that's going to be about the size of the pom-pom. So you can see that. And then you're going to need a smaller circle. I'm using a coin, and that's going to be drawn in the center. So you'll take your bigger circle and you're going to trace it on the piece of cardboard that you have, and we're going to need to make 2 of these. And then we're going to take our smaller circle and we're going to trace that right in the center of the bigger circle that we just drew. Alright, so whatever size circles you use, it should look something like this. And then we're going to just cut these out now. Alright, so now you have your 2 circles cut out, and you're going to go ahead and just make a little slit so you can cut out the smaller size circles. It's gonna be like about that big, and then cut out that smaller circle. All right, so now you have your 2 circles. They look like C's, and you're gonna just put these on top of each other like this, and then you're gonna get your yarn. So if you're making pumpkins, you're probably gonna be using orange, but you can make these pom-poms for anything. They're so cute. They'd be cute for birthdays, any other holidays you want. They're super easy to make, but let's start with some pumpkins. So you're gonna get your yarn and you're just gonna start wrapping it around this C right here. And you're gonna have like that little piece right here sticking out. I like to just go ahead and just tuck it under. So I just tucked it under the other one so it'll stay in place. And then you are going to get wrapping away on this. So you literally are just gonna be wrapping the string all the way around this C until it's nice and fluffy. It does take a bit of time, so you know, this is something that could be fun if you're listening to a podcast or a movie or something like that. So as you can see, I wrapped all the way around the little C, but we want our pom-poms to be nice and fluffy. So we're gonna wrap it around a couple more times, and when it's at the right fluffiness, I will show you so you can get a feel for how thick it needs to be before we go on to our next step. So here we go. All right, it's finally ready. Here is how thick it needs to look. I don't know if you could see that. And honestly, you might do a little bit of trial and error to see, and maybe you have a different preference for how you want your pom-pom to look, but this is just what I do. Keep wrapping it until it gets to this thickness. So once you get to the desired thickness that you'd like, we're gonna cut our orange piece of yarn and do like the same thing that I did at the beginning, where we just tucked it under. And before we cut it, we're actually gonna get a little bit of our green yarn now. So this yarn is for this part of the pom-pom. I always like cutting a little extra yarn just in case, because I don't want it to be too short. So I usually just kind of go like the length of my forearm, but I got a little extra this time. So we just want to have this piece of string ready to go, and then we're going to put it to the side, and then you're going to get your scissors and make sure that you have some sharp scissors. I did this the other day with scissors that were very dull, and it was such a pain. It was not going well. So make sure you have your sharpest pair of scissors for this part. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut between the 2 pieces of cardboard. So we have our 2 C's that we wrapped around, so you can kind of just like split them, and we're gonna cut right in between them. So like that. And you're gonna wanna keep your fingers like around this part so they all stay somewhat secure, and just cut away. These are my sharpest scissors and they're still being a little bit of a pain, so be patient with this part. So if you're having a hard time cutting with your scissors, kind of like I am, start by like going on the top, and you can like kind of cut some of the strands just to loosen it out when you go from under. It's a process that's, you know, it's worth it. All right, once you finally cut through all of your yarn and you have it looking like this, we're gonna grab our green string and we're going to secure it. Ooh, my hand was cramping up there. just how we cut between the two cardboards, that's where we're gonna put the string. So we're gonna put the green string around those two, even them out a bit. So we have it looking like this, and then we're just gonna go ahead and tie a knot. So like that, we're just gonna tighten it up, pull it all together, nice and tight. I like to do an extra real knot just in case. And then you can take off your cardboard, and we have a wonky looking pumpkin. So this is actually the goofiest one that I've done so far. They all have like little bits of it that aren't even, but this is definitely the most extreme bits that have gone a little crazy. So then once you have this on your string, you're just gonna go ahead and take your scissors and trim it into a nice clean circle. It's so cute. And there is your little pumpkin pom-pom. So once you trim it how you like, then you can use it however you want. You could just hang it and decorate it, or you can make a pumpkin pom-pom garland with it. So you can either take a piece of your green or orange string and put them on that, or you can get a little piece of twine if you'd like. That's what I'm gonna be using. And I'm just gonna tie a knot on one side of this, and then we're just gonna go ahead and tie it straight on the piece of twine. And then you could cut off the excess little pieces of the yarn. And there you go. And there you have your pumpkin pom-poms. So you're just gonna keep adding your pom-poms to the garland and hang it wherever that you'd like. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. And if you make some pumpkin pom-poms or any kinds of pom-poms, please tag me on Instagram so I can see your beautiful creations. And thank you again so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye!